Tom Murphy with the Blueshirt Barn here, Jerry Spangenberg on the other end. Coaching carousel in the NHL is going around here. Some strange stuff is going on. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of some of this stuff with some of these coaching names and stuff that are being out there. What do you think, Jer?
Yeah, I pulled up some stats here, and the coaching carousel, a bunch of recycled coaches. It says since 2023, the NHL has experienced aggressive coaching carousel with 19 coaching changes across the league's 32 teams. Of the current bench bosses, 14 coaches have been recycled retreads, meaning they've served at least their second term in the NHL.
I got a couple for you real quick. Peter Laviolette just got hired by the
Yep.
Kings. 7 different jobs. John Tortorella. And I kind of get the Vegas thing. They fired Cassidy at the end of the season, so of course they're going to bring in an experienced coach, and they're not going to bring a first-time guy in.
Yeah.
6. Bruce Cassidy, if he gets hired, is on his 3rd job already. I mean, Rick Bowens, 4th job. Mike Babcock, if God forbid Edmonton hires him, that'll be his 4th job. I really don't understand this trend, because we were talking about this before, how you see NFL teams, when a team has success, say Colorado, Carolina, Tampa Bay, you would think there'd be the hot shot assistant on one of those teams that you'd want to hire. You know what I mean? Like the NFL.
Right.
A couple years ago, Detroit, really good team, right? Both their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, both got head coaching jobs. One took over the Bears, the other took over the Jets. It wasn't some retread or some recycled guy. And I get, but it's so weird how the NHL just doesn't do that. They either promote somebody from the minors, from within, or they bring back some guy that's, been okay somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Listen, anybody and everybody that's listening to this, give us your opinions on this, because what we're seeing is that there's a high demand for veteran voices of coaches over new coaches, I guess you could say, that don't have any experience in NHL. But is it a good thing? And, I said to Tom earlier today that teams with coaches like Tortorella, for instance, he's gotten fired a few times. Philadelphia was a disaster, but you put a good team in front of him, he can coach it and he can win. And I think that goes with a lot of coaches, where if you give them a good team, they can win.
Players, I mean,
But
yeah.
there's also coaches like Rod Brindamore that's been with Carolina for years now, that's worked this team into what it is today. And you've got different style of coaches, I should say. So, let us know your thoughts, because I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I really just I don't get it how younger guys are not getting a shot with some of these guys. To be really frank, Peter Laviolette, I think, is a good coach and everything like that. But what is he going to do in Los Angeles? That team's not that great.
Yeah.
Okay, is he going to squeeze a few more wins here or there? Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just such an underwhelming hire for me. It really is.
That's one of those things where I was just asking this question, and I think, you might agree with me on this. He comes into Los Angeles, mediocre team. They don't like it because they're a bunch of young kids. There's a mutiny against him. They kick him out. You know what I'm saying? How does that go like that? Or will he have the ability to make them into a Stanley Cup winning team?
I honestly, I just think LA is a sinking ship. I think they're good, but they're not good enough to beat the better teams in the league. Obviously, they haven't been out of the first round of the playoffs in years, since Daryl Sutter was there. We'll get into that in a minute.
But what do you think about Laviolette, though? What does he have to offer to this team besides another firing, if that makes sense?
Exactly. That's basically like you're gonna fire him in 2 years, probably.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Mm,
thinking because a team that's not that good, they're gonna be going into a rebuilding-ish kind of process or retool, you know? But is that gonna be the end of him? Because when you go into that period of time frame, is he gonna be worth anything at that point? Does he have the ability to retool his team?
mm. And that's the thing, but it's not just that, but it's like who's running the Kings?
Yes.
Like Luke Robitaille is still there. Like I don't know. Everyone says he's a disaster. So, but I mean, I shouldn't say Luke Robitaille. Ken Holland is the general manager of the Kings now. So if we can like edit that out, the Luke
Yeah.
Robitaille. But like Ken Holland's an experienced guy, but like they they have nothing really going on in the minors, and they're kind of like a in the middle team. Like
Yeah.
so,
They're like the New York Rangers, and then they're
they're not
gonna
even. They're a little better than the Rangers, but not much. Yeah,
but again, you're looking at going through a whole bunch of coaches here, that's the thing with the Rangers. You got a whole bunch of recycled coaches coming through the Rangers and waiting for the right one to be able to put a team together.
and that's it. It's like you just look at like what's going on in Edmonton. Like people are saying they're trying to talk to other people just to like let Vegas like to smoke Bruce Cassidy out. Like I mean, like that whole thing. Even talking to Mike Babcock is crazy. It's really crazy because that guy's toxic, man. You cannot bring him into Edmonton. Cannot.
No, nope.
Daryl Sutter too. Daryl Sutter's a really good coach. No, nothing against him, but he's past his expiration date. I'm sorry. He's almost 70 years old. Like players are not going to gravitate to him yelling and screaming and being negative with him every day. It's just not going to happen.
Well, not to mention you just fired a coach that's got you to the Stanley Cup Finals a
2 years
couple of
in a
years in
row.
a row. And then you're gonna get rid of you got rid of a lot of those pieces that got you there, and then expected, like, a miracle this year, and then they don't get past the first round this year, and now you're gonna fire a coach that was, like, a super like, he was a great coach. Like, that team's, like, a disaster waiting to happen,
Yeah, it
and
is.
you're gonna see your 2 biggest players want out of there and jump
Yeah,
ship because of this,
totally.
because it's gonna become bottom of the league team again.
That's why the other day when I posted that thing about Joe Pavelski, it might work in Toronto. Who knows? Like, I get he's only coach in high school, but you brought in Mike Babcock, disaster. You brought in Craig Berube, okay? You had success last year. This year, disaster. But was that his fault? You let Marner, Marner walked away for
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
And in between them, you had Sheldon Keefe, who you had in the minors, grooming him, and you got rid of him. So,
yeah.
like, I don't know. To me, I just like the whole coaching thing in the NHL. They really have to get a handle on this because, like, some of these guys keep getting jobs is crazy.
Not
Like
for
I said,
nothing, but you got a farm system for teams to groom your players to move up to the NHL. If I were an owner of an NHL team after watching these last couple seasons of these coaches getting recycled, why not why not groom your coaches as well as your players to move from one step to the next,
yeah,
right?
you would think you would want somebody down in the minors eventually to come up and be the coach.
Right.
Somebody who's in your system, somebody who teaches, implements the same system, but I don't know.
That to me, that seems like a good way to go because when you're starting to kinda die out and the coach that you have is not producing, but you've been grooming a coach with a team in the minors and you start bringing all those minor league players up, they already know that coach. They already know his system. So it may kind of gel a team together because as they come up, they already know this coach.
It's an easy transition too, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. like I said, NHL coaching carousel is a disaster. It's like a giant recycle bin. That's all
Yep.
it is.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
But everyone, please like, subscribe, drop a comment, whatever you want to do. Everyone have a great night and take it easy.
Peace out.